grit is one of my favorites. I do like the word grind.
Yeah.
Because it puts it in perspective, Craig. Like, you had to put in the hours as you studied.
Right.
You regrouped and turned around, an organization at the camp. You did some things that you got your fingernails dirty, and well, I don't want to do that. I just want the spa day or the country club job.
Yep.
And I really do think when we look back, I came through a lot.
Yeah.
And I have confidence, not a cockiness, that if life throws me another curveball, I'm fine with resilience, because it gets easier. And that's the one thing I've learned. Have you found that?
Well, I remember one time we were helping to put on a fundraiser for Grand Rapids Public Schools for the pay-to-play program.
Yes.
So remember, we had like those banquets every night, and we were bringing in some keynote speakers. And I got a chance to pick up a NBA player, Avery Johnson, pick him up from the airport.
Great guy.
And I'm driving him around he spoke at a couple of different schools before we had the dinner that night. So I had a lot of one-on-one time with him in the car. And one of the things that I asked him, because it was off season for him, I said, tell me about your off-season workout program. I could not believe how many hours a day that he was putting in his workout. And now, physically, if you don't know Avery Johnson, he was how tall? Maybe
5'9", maybe.
Yeah.
I wasn't very tall.
Right.
Lefty point guard.
But you talk about a resilient.
Tough.
Yes. And when he talked about like how he did his workouts and his routines and the challenges that he set for himself, I remember thinking, I don't want to put in that much work. That's a lot of work for me to, but in order to get to that level. And I think that there's a lot of people, they sit down, turn on an NBA game. As we're recording this right now, there's NBA playoffs going on. There's people sitting at home on their couch watching their screen going, you know what he should have done there is this. Why does he keep doing that with the ball? He should. And they've got all these great ideas. And if you were to take them outside and say, hey, shoot free throws, they'd make, 1 out of 10. Right. So, but they know how to do that. And so then I see people then get out on the basketball court and they miss one shot. And they're mad at themselves. And they resign for the rest of the game. I'm just not even going to. They're out there still running up and down the court. But, I'm not going to get to that level. But you haven't put the grind in.